Spring break, a great opportunity to go exploring.
And you don't have to go far to enjoy the great outdoors. We've got a list of 10 trails you can explore in San Antonio, including the Hillview Nature Trail Loop at Eisenhower Park and the Morning Star Boardwalk Trail at Ladybird Johnson Park.
You can find a full list of things to do. It's in the Things to Do section of our website.
Great day to take a walk in the park. 83 degrees this afternoon, a little warm in the afternoon, but the mornings and evenings are fantastic. 54 tomorrow morning. We could see a little bit of patchy fog for your St. Patrick's Day, but 85 in the afternoon. Front comes through late tomorrow night. That brings some more gusty winds on Friday, 74. Some cool mornings, and of course Monday is a day we'll focus on for a chance for some showers and storms, guys.
That looks refreshing. Thank you.
I just want to say funky monkey French toast with fire. I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
You got through that. Now, are you hungry for it? Because SA Live's got that coming up.
SA Live starts right
now.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Well, hello and happy Wednesday. It is an absolutely beautiful day down here at Market Square. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. Mike Osterhage's silky voice. Go ahead.
I don't know about, and just think in a couple of weeks, everybody's going to be down here just enjoying Market Square for Fiesta. Oh, this is so beautiful. I could just stay out here all day long and all the beautiful sunshine and daylight out here, which raises a question, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So lots of sunshine, but you know, have you been tired? Because daylight saving time can be tough for a lot of us.
You know, because we just had the time change. However, if you did not hear the news, there's an article on KSAT.com talking about how the United States Senate just unanimously passed a measure yesterday to make daylight saving time permanent throughout the year. Of course, it has to go through Congress and get signed by the president, so that's still a wait-and-see situation. That raises the question, however.
So we want to know, would you rather make daylight saving time permanent, standard time permanent,
God's time, as my mom's called it,
or keep the time change? I'm already confused.
Daylight saving time or standard time or time change? What would you rather have?
Just tell me what time it is right now, Mike. Just that.
I vote for standard time.
Okay, standard time it is then, all right? So share your comments and let us know at SA Live KSAT on Facebook and Twitter. And you might see your answers a little later in the show.
Well, and of course, with that time change, you know, mornings have changed a little bit, but oh, that doesn't mean you got to skip a good breakfast or brunch. And one local restaurant really knows how to make breakfast and brunch in the morning special.
Oh yes, Christopher Edwards from SNOOZE and EATERY is here to show us some of the brand new and over-the-top items on their menu.
Everything we have is over the top. That's what we do. But today we are making a funky monkey French toast.
A funky monkey French toast. Oh, there's a
French
picture
toast.
of it right
Isn't it pretty?
there.
Oh, she is a pretty one. Now, just like any French toast, you're going to start with bread, but we're starting with homemade banana bread. Banana bread. Notice I didn't say banana nut bread, because if you've got a nut allergy, you still have a seat at the table. But we are making banana bread, and the first thing you're going to do is give that a bath.
And what is it bathing in?
Right here, you are bathing this in liquid magic. That is a little bit of scrambled eggs, some vanilla, some love, some sugar, a little bit of elbow grease, and your own personal touch. Now, once you feel it's been good and bathed, right there on the griddle.
And you don't like drench it in here. This is just kind of a coating on top, right?
Right. So what you just want it to really touch the edge of the toast. You don't want it to soak all the way in. You just want that good crust, that great flavor, that French toasty goodness. But then around our parts, you can't have banana bread without a little bit of fire.
Flambe.
Oh, and it looks like oh, there she goes. Woo, that's on fire. Now, number one rule of fire is hot. So first you're going to take that banana right there, fresh banana, dip it right there in the sugar, little dunkaroo, just dunk. Yes, there it goes. And we're going to take that fire. Woohoo, there she goes. And then you just take that can of burning fire and run that fire back and forth across that there banana right there until you start to see the sugar just melt. Look at it.
Look at that.
Getting crispy and delicious. You see how it bubbles up right away?
Do you want it to kind of get browned up a little bit?
It does. It'll brown up a little bit. You'll see it start to bubble once you can really smell the caramel coming at you, you know you've got yourself a stew going, baby. So we are gonna take this banana and let it cool for a second. That French toast is looking good over there, Mike. You been practicing?
I think so.
I'm really proud of you. Thank you so much after what happened with the pancakes last time I was here. So we've got, it's still on fire. We're gonna take that beautiful French toast and put this right here.
There we go. Those are the done ones there.
Put these here?
Absolutely. Well, you take it from that plate, put it in this identical plate right here, yes.
Okay.
Here,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes, thank
Okay.
you. There we go. I was looking for
Wonderful.
something. Okay.
There we go. All right, now I'm gonna just the art is in the presentation. The devil is in the deep. Look at that. You
there
see
we
that
go.
right there?
That makes all the difference in the world.
Beautiful, and we're done. Just kidding. So now we're gonna take some of this delicious caramel right here. Again, made in house. Everything here was made in house except for the bananas. Those were made in nature. So put as much or as little caramel as you want.
On top?
Right there on top. Just, oh my goodness.
So the caramel takes the
that
place
is
of any sort of like a
gooey.
syrup or something. That is a
Absolutely.
syrup.
Traditionally, you're gonna be looking at maple syrup, and at Snooze, we've got some of the best maple syrup in the world, slope-side maple syrup. But today we're doing homemade caramel. Now some sweetened Mars Capone cheese right here, just right there on top.
Right here.
Love it.
Is that
absolutely
anything mixed in with that, or just?
So we're going to take an Italian mascarpone cheese, and we are going to whip that, a bunch of air, some powdered sugar, and a little bit more vanilla to give it that nice sweet kick. Finish that off right here with these candied pecans. Now, if you want candy pecans at your house, you're going to need a little bit of sugar, a little bit of egg white, and some thyme. These do take thyme and cinnamon, and they are perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish this off right here if I can, because it's finished when it gets powdered sugar.
Ooh, that
but
looks
it
good.
also is finished
With the
when it
funky
does
monkey on
good.
top.
The funky monkey comes on top. Are you ready to take that banana? Now that banana is going to be good, but you don't want to eat the peel, so go ahead and take that out right there.
Oh, that looks good.
And set that on top. Now this funky monkey, it's perfect. Nailed it. It's beautiful. This Funky Monkey French toast is going to be available forever, as far as I know. This is a fan favorite, so we've put this on the menu, and we are leaving it on the menu. But today, with this Funky Monkey French toast, you can give back to a wonderful organization called Pink. We're celebrating our 5th birthday at Snooze the Quarry, and to celebrate our birthday, since our birthday falls in Women's History Month, we wanted to pick an organization to give back to women the prevention and cure of cervical cancer. So pink.ngo, we are giving back 10% of our sales today to support this wonderful organization looking to cure cancer.
And you got another one coming up starting tomorrow.
We've
right?
got a brand new give back starting tomorrow. This is San Antonio, right? Fiesta's coming up, and Fiesta's a party with a purpose. At Snooze, we've got pancakes with a purpose, and that purpose is giving back to the earth, giving back to our community.
Speaking of those pancakes, we're going to be making those a little bit later on. So head on over to Snooze right there at the quarry. They don't take reservations, but you can download the app and get online and maybe get in line right there and try the Funky Monkey French toast, pardon me. And if you'd like more information on Snooze and AM Eatery, of course, just go to SALive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
All right, well, let's get this show really going with our Wild Wednesday. And it's not just dogs and cats looking for a family. Reptile and bird friends are often left looking for a loving home.
And that's where our friend Holly Fletcher from the Fletcher Reptile and Bird Rescue comes in. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you guys?
Good. Okay, who did you bring with you today?
Okay, so on my right I have Duster. He is a Moluccan cockatoo.
Oh my gosh, and how old is he and how long do they live?
We're guessing he's about 10 to 15. We don't really know. Like I said, my rescue, we get told he's roughly about.
Okay, he's got an upside down cone of shame on. What happened
So
here?
he, like when we stress, we eat and all that stuff. So he plucked and scratched until he bled all the way around his shoulder right here.
poor baby.
Around here. So he's wearing the cone of shame so we could break him of that stress habit.
Now these things usually outlive their owners, right?
Yes, about 60 to 80 years roughly, give or take, depending on the situation. So.
Right. So folks need to think about that
Yes,
when
yes.
they.
They're not the cleanest thing either, right?
No, so Moluccan cockatoos are dander birds. They also have temper tantrums where they throw food. Their poop is just gross also. And they're very loud, very, very, very
But they're
loud.
very loving, so.
They are, yeah. I mean, if you work with them really good, they do curl up to you like he does. So, yeah.
Okay. And
Next.
he does like to dance, right?
He does, yeah. He does.
And he likes to sing too.
I'm sorry.
Yes, he does, yes.
Can he sing a song on cue?
No, unfortunately not.
But cockatoos do speak, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Here's one of them. Let's see. Loves his reflection, the little wolf whistle in the mirror right there. So. Okay. Now, next, walking around, just kind of strolling around town. Who is this guy?
That is Munchkin. He's a 12-year-old cicada tortoise or African spurred-thighed.
Is he going to get as big as a?
About a boulder, yeah.
Oh, about a boulder.
Yeah, like about 100, 110 pounds, maybe, roughly.
Wow.
I was thinking of Galapagos.
No, not
tortoises.
as big as them. No.
And he is don't bite my script there, little guy. And being a tortoise, not a turtle, so he does not like the water.
No, he cannot. He can't swim at all. He will sink and not be able to get back out. So.
Okay. And so, of course, when taking in something like, a tortoise, you have to think about its future as well.
Yes, because they also, live until about 90, 100 years old. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what do you need to remember when you have a tortoise as a pet?
You need to have a future will for it and make sure that it's, taken care of after you're passed on.
Okay, last but not least, doesn't live quite as long, and actually we found a new use for our scripts.
Yeah,
Look
at that.
for this guy.
He's voracious.
Bearded dragon, who's he?
This is Olive. She is a 3-year-old, like I said, bearded. She came to me about 4 months ago. The family moved out of state and couldn't take her with her. So Olive is actually up for adoption also. Okay. So.
And if you're looking time-wise, as far as lifespan, I should say, this would be the one to pick, right?
Yes. These guys have roughly about 12 to 14 year lifespan.
Okay, and you'll be at an event this weekend?
Yeah, Shirts. I'll be at the Lone Star Reptile Expo at the Shirts Civic Center.
Okay, and she is a nonprofit, and there are a lot of mouths to feed, and so donations are gladly accepted as well. How many different animals do you have?
I have roughly, give or take, about 50 to 100. Yeah.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I got my hands full. So.
Speaking of mouths to feed, this one's kind of hungry.
Yes.
Olive.
Yes.
Is that a commentary on our script there?
It's feeding day. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, it's feeding. Don't here.
You probably have some French toast on your thumb.
Sorry, Mike.
Okay.
If you'd like more information, Fletcher Reptile and Bird Rescue, of course, is going to be at the Lone Star Reptile Expo this Saturday and Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. at the Sherwood Civic Center. And as always, a lot of these animals are going to be up for adoption. Bring paper with you to feed them.
Yes. For more information or to donate, just go to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just snap that QR code on your screen.
Okay, don't stare at me. I didn't write it, okay? Just eat the script, yes. Still ahead on SA Live, from Ellen to SA Live, a popular Instagram baker is getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, and he shows us step-by-step how to make delicious Irish whoopie pies.
But first, we hope you have a sweet tooth today. This local cookie shop keeps people coming back every week. How they do it, and we get a taste of their one-of-a-kind flavors. That's next on SA Live. And if you are looking for a sweet weekend treat, we've got you covered. Our first guest has launched more than 50 different types of cookies in his family-owned bakery, and that's part of what keeps customers coming back for more. Jared Sorensen, owner and founder of Texas Cookie Shop, is here to make some of their latest cookie creations. Hey there.
Hello.
All right, so everything's bigger in Texas, right?
Absolutely.
Why is it important to have such a large cookie to work with?
You have to be able to get the frosting on, you have to be able to get the yum on the cookie. And so a large base allows us to do that.
Okay, so what do I have in front of me?
Yes, so the first cookie we're going to be making is a cinnamon churro.
Okay.
And so just to show you how it goes,
Yes.
we put it directly above and create something that looks a little bit like a churro. And just press it so that at the end of the day, you've got a wonderful cinnamon churro.
Okay, all right, so here we go. I'm gonna try that. Now, how do you come up with these flavors?
Yeah, well, it's a lot of experimentation. We also use our friends and neighbors a lot to give us feedback as we go and try something out and ask them, well, how did it taste? And they'll tell us what they like, they tell us what they want to change. There we go.
Okay.
This next one is the birthday cake, and it just has a little drop that you put at each point around the edge. So you just kind of have some fun with it.
Now, you said this one really tastes like birthday cake.
It actually does. You may think, well, what does birthday cake taste like? And the answer is this cookie. Here you go.
There we go. I'll be the judge of that.
Fair
when
enough.
I taste it a bit, I'm kidding, okay? All right. And so do you have a favorite cookie?
That's
are
a
you
hard
able?
question to answer, but maybe I'll say a few that I really enjoy. The s'more that we're offering this week is one of them. The Texas Ranger, which has all kinds of mix-ins in that, is another. And then one we're actually offering next week, the Fruity Crunch, which tastes a lot like a Rice Krispie treat.
Oh, okay. All right. So now it's the German
now it's
chocolate.
the German chocolate.
You're a fan of German chocolate,
when I was
right?
growing up, I'd have to ask my mom, please make me a German chocolate cake for my birthday. And then when I opened this cookie shop up, I thought I need to make a German chocolate cake cookie. So that's what this is. So first off, you get a nice...
This is all about making those childhood dreams come true, Jared.
You know, it really is. So you have to start with a generous serving of that.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me. And then you just take the knife and just kind of push it down.
Now, the ingredients are important.
They
right?
are. The ingredients are what make a cookie. And then the last one is a coconut lime.
Okay.
And so for this, when we're making a batch, we put actually freshly squeezed coconut in both the dough and then in the frosting as well. And the goal is to make sure that you're eating this cookie and know that there's both coconut and lime in it, so it tastes very much like a fresh cookie.
Wow, why am I thinking of just, stacking them together and just making a big giant cookie sandwich out of this?
That would be an adventure.
It looks amazing. All right, so the whole family, right, is involved in the business?
Absolutely. So my sons who are in high school helped out with the website, helped out coding the app. I've worked on a lot of the recipes, but as we've gone along, my wife has started to help out with more and more of those as long. So we're all doing it together.
Okay, that birthday cake is legit. Wow. That was great. So we kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but your menu kind of changes week to week, right?
It does.
Tell me about that. So when folks come in, it's a different experience.
It's a different experience. We'll be offering different cookies. And so while this is what we're offering this next week, we do have some new ones planned for this following week.
All right, thank you so much, Jared. Okay, for more information on Texas Cookie Shop, just head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just snap that QR code on your screen. Still ahead on SA Live, what's brunch without the bubbly? If you think the breakfast is over the top at this restaurant, you should see the mimosas.
And next, we love our teachers, and so does a local credit union, how it's rewarding our best educators and students, and how FirstMark might be able to help you too. It's straight ahead on SA Live.
Her teaching, it's not just a job, she genuinely cares about the kids.
This is going to be your award.
Oh my God.
Oh, congratulations to Marissa Martinez. She is the third grade teacher at Boone Elementary who was named KSAT Educator of the Month recently. She won a $500 Visa gift card from FirstMark Credit Union, formerly San Antonio Teachers Credit Union, and it was the first state-chartered credit union in the Alamo City. And now FirstMark is committed to more than ever to the success of our schools and all who work hard to impact the lives of our children. And joining us now is Marisa Perez Diaz, Executive Director of the FirstMark Foundation. Tell us about some of the other initiatives. Welcome, good to see you.
Well, it's nice to see you, Mike. And before I begin, I just felicidades a mi tocaya, Marisa. It's awesome to see our educators just winning wonderful awards and being honored for the work that they do. So yeah, FirstMark Credit Union is here. We were chartered as a credit union that serves educators for educators, and so we're really committed to that and ensuring that what we do for our community, and especially specifically our education community, is truly meeting the needs that they have, because once they're financially set, once they have all of that outside of the classroom, they come back to the classroom ready to give their all to our kids, and that's what we all want for our families.
Exactly. So tell us about the scholarship and the next steps for all those who applied.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So we've our scholarship application process has now stopped, has now ended. San Antonio Area Foundation right now is going through the review process for that. Once they're done, we will have have an internal review process at First Mark. We hope to complete that at the end of April and then hopefully announce our scholarship winners in May.
And how many?
So we're looking at 20 scholarship winners with a $1,000 scholarship award each.
Nice. The seniors, and that gets put toward their education,
college,
right?
That's right.
So how is First Mark building relationships with school employees and the education community?
You know, one of the things that we find to be very important is ensuring that when we're doing things for our community, we have their thoughts and their perspectives in mind. And so beginning in April, we will start launching focus groups 2 a month for the next 3 months to ask our educators and our school district employees, you know, how are we serving you? Are we serving you? And how can we do better? We truly want to make sure that what we create at First Mark is a family sentiment that they feel comfortable in, they trust us, and that they know that we're here as a support for them in the community.
And not just signing the checks for the publicity of it, you're really working with them the whole time. So first of all, next I should say, tell us about the power of the dollar checking.
Oh, thank you. So I am always excited to talk about our Power of the Dollar checking account. First Mark Credit Union launched this democratized approach to philanthropy. We are proud to say that our members give $1 each month through the Power of the Dollar checking account that comes directly back to the foundation. And so our members who are Power of the Dollar checking members are directly giving back to education initiatives in our community. And so they are making a very clear and direct impact in providing innovative opportunities for our students and truly allowing our education community to shine and create in ways that are outside of the box.
Wonderful. Well, for more information on First Mark Credit Union, just call 210-442-0100 or visit the website firstmarkcu.org. And you can nominate your favorite teacher to win KSAT's Educator of the Month and a $500 Visa gift card from First Mark Credit Union. Just visit ksat.com/educator for details. Marisa, thank you very much. Great
Thank
information.
you,
Good seeing
Mike.
you. All right, still ahead on SA Live, a simple checkup could save your life, the warning signs for a certain type of cancer, and what to do if you're at risk. And next, we are skipping the line. We get a taste of one of the favorite dishes at a popular brunch spot, why it is worth the wait. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, spring break is in full swing here at Market Square. And earlier, you saw the Funky Monkey French Toast, a dish available for a limited time.
Okay, I think we got something to maybe rival that. Christopher Edwards from SNOOZE and AM Eatery is back with another popular dish and something everybody needs for brunch. We're talking pancakes, but going way over the top, right?
Oh, this is a secret pancake. This is a sneak peek because this pancake doesn't start until tomorrow. Ooh. This is our very special pancake of the week, the chocolate-covered pretzel pancake.
Where'd you get the idea to put chocolate-covered pretzels on this, which I love?
It's crunchy, sweet, savory, salty, all of the things that you want right there inside a pancake. That's perfect. You really did a great job there. Okay. So we're gonna let that cook for just a second, and when it's ready to flip, which should happen any minute, you're gonna hear that pretzel hit the flat top and just go.
What's the secret to your pancake batter?
The secret to the pancake batter is fluff. We fluff them hard, and then you gotta leave them overnight to fluff. We talked a little bit about this in the past, but if you don't let your pancake batter sit overnight, it's not gonna fluff. You can't rush these kinds of things.
Okay.
So you gotta make your pancake batter one day ahead. Now the only thing that makes pancakes taste better is a mimosa.
Yes!
So we are also working with our abracadabra mimosa. It's magical, and you've already sugared the rim there, which is perfect. So we've got our very own apricot, lavender, simple syrup. Just give that a little squirt right there.
Okay.
And then right here we have a very special apricot liqueur. Now you're gonna get a little splash right there.
Oh,
it's nice, right?
Wow, that is nice.
It's not easy to get.
This is a mimosa?
This is a mimosa, and you can't have a mimosa without sparkling wine. And this is our own SNOOZE blend sparkling wine. You top that off right there. Oh, look at that. The bubbles, the effervescence, that's ready for the flip. Okay. We don't want that to burn. Let's see you do it. Hey, nailed it. That is perfect.
What goes on top?
Now, right there, you are going to get that whipped mascarpone cheese. You may remember that from earlier in the show. And now we are going to use, again, some of our delicious ooey gooey homemade caramel. Well, it's your pancake. It's up to you. We're not here to yuck your yum. It's your breakfast. Okay. Now, a little bit of caramel right there on top. You're going to smell that once it hits the flat top. That's going to be hard to clean. I'll make you do it. And then to finish her, we've got this Malden sprinkled flaky sea salt for that crunch. Oh, that is just beautiful. Fiona?
Yes.
I bought you flowers.
Oh, thank you
Aren't you
so much.
supposed to salt up high so it gets...
Yes, that's how you do it. That feels good. That feels good, right? You know what else feels good? Giving back while you're eating pancakes. And we weren't done with the French toast and pink and ending cancer. We also know that a lot is going on in the world, and we are partnering with Central World Kitchen all week long with this chocolate-covered pretzel pancake of the week. We're donating 100% of the proceeds from the sale of this pancake at all 51 of our locations nationwide to World Central Kitchen to make meals for some of the frontline and emergency responders in Ukraine.
No reservations at Snooze, right?
No reservations. You gotta know a guy. I might know a guy. Or you can download our app or go to snoozeeatery.com and add your name to the wait list from home.
This starts tomorrow.
That pancake is available tomorrow, so you're gonna get to be the first person to taste it. I haven't even tried it yet, so I don't know if you did good.
I'm still letting it cook on the bottom there just a little bit more, so.
For more information on Snooze and AM Eatery, all you have to do is head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just snap that QR code that you see on your screen. All right, next on SA Live, he has more than 1 million followers on Instagram. A popular baker is showing us how to put a St. Patrick's Day twist on a delicious sweet treat. Keep it here.
Well, you are in for a sweet treat today with an Irish twist, so fitting for St. Patrick's Day. And joining us to whip up a delicious recipe is John Cannell with Preppy Kitchen. Now, he has 1.2 million Instagram followers and has been featured on Good Morning America, The View, The Food Network, and many other shows and publications. So happy to have you on our show today. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited for this recipe.
Me too. So what exactly are we making?
All right, so have you had whoopie pies before?
Yes.
Okay, so we're making whoopie pies, and if you don't know, they are the most amazing and easy melt-in-your-mouth chocolate cake sandwiches filled with a Bailey's buttercream that you're gonna die for, and it's very holiday appropriate.
Oh yes, I love the Bailey's part. Now I get the Irish twist. Okay, so where do we begin?
Okay, I have all of my dry ingredients here. There's the flour, the baking soda powder, salt, and of course the cocoa powder. Just give it a quick whisk. You can sift it out because cocoa powder has lumps, and then we're gonna set that aside. Okay. We have butter and sugar that's creamed up, and here I have an egg, buttermilk, coffee, and I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of Bailey's to this.
Ooh, yes. Now if you wanna add more Bailey's, can you?
You can. Okay. I love that question. I was expecting, if you want to have no Baileys, I was like, you can use milk if you don't want to use Baileys, but yes, you can take away all the coffee and add all the Baileys if you feel like it.
Okay, good to know. Asking for a friend, John, not for myself.
Sure. So right now, we're gonna make a really easy batter by adding the dry and the wet ingredients in batches to our butter. So we're gonna run the mixer a little bit, add it in roughly thirds, doesn't have to be exact, and mix on low, otherwise you'll have a cocoa powder cloud all over the place.
Yes, that just happened to me.
So we're gonna add some of that in, add your dry ingredients a little bit more, and it's gonna be a bit messy, don't worry about that. That's part of the fun of baking.
But yes, your recipes are very detailed, and you come up with all of these, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of recipe testing at home, and that's kind of the most fun part of baking. If you ask me, you get to test a ton of recipes, decide this needs a little bit more Baileys, that needs a little bit more Baileys. You can scrape the bowl down. This is basically done, but you want to have a fudgy batter. Right now you can see on camera that I have a lot of unmixed butter at the bottom, and we don't want that. We want it to be a homogeneous mixture that's just come together. Here, your batter's probably just come together, and it's looking kind of like a cross between a cake and a cookie batter. All that delicious butter is really holding it together. Mm-hmm. And now we're ready to scoop it out. I see that you're ready already. I'm gonna onto a lined baking sheet. If you don't have a cookie scoop, just to show people at home, you can use 2 spoons and just spoon it out. It does not have to be in any way perfect because we're gonna fix it in a minute.
Yes. I love that tip.
You need a little bit of room to spread, but it's going to be like negligible really. So just give them about 2 inches in between. Once you have a batch that's ready, you're going to get a little bit of water, just dampen your fingers, and just put them into place. You know, they just need to be corralled a little bit because any edges that are really sticking out are going to burn, and you want them to be kind of, you know, cookie shaped.
I love this tip. This saved me. I tried making these last night, so I had some to be here on display, and this tip is amazing. It blew my mind how much it helps.
It does help, and if you have circular cookie cutters at home, is my favorite kitchen accessory. Right after they come out of the oven, just whip them into shape, and you can work them into a nice circle if they're a little bit oval shaped and you want them to look prettier. Into the oven, 375 for only 9 minutes. They might need an extra 30 seconds or 60 seconds, but they bake up super quick. So we're gonna set this aside, and then they're gonna look like these guys over here.
Ta-da!
It's like, and you could eat this plain and be a happy customer.
Let me tell you, I did that yesterday. So good. So for the filling, John, before you show us, I have to show you my horrible batch that came out like this.
Let me see what happened. I'm curious.
So I showed John my sad filling, and coming up after the break, he will give us all the tips and tricks to get that perfect marshmallow filling. Stay with us. Welcome back to SA Live. We are finishing off our Irish whoopie pies, and John Cannell with Preppy Kitchen. We are finishing off now with the filling because I showed you this really sad one, but you have a gorgeous one in front of you.
So this meringue is silky smooth, and what you're going to do now is add 2 cups of butter, a tablespoon at a time, and think of this as like your me time. This is like you're wishing well, but instead of coins, you're using butter. So you're making a meringue fountain. We're going to mix this on low, add your butter in a tablespoon at a time, and then we get to do the fun stuff, which is the Baileys and the vanilla.
If it does get soupy, you said put it in the fridge for 5 minutes and then mix again, correct?
Yeah, sometimes it's really hot outside and it's hot inside too, so it's just not cooling down. Pop it into the fridge for 5 minutes and then mix it up again, and like magic, it should be beautiful silky clouds ready to pipe.
All right. And again, you can add as much Baileys as you want to this even, right?
So for here, I'm going to say 1/4 cup of Baileys is going to have you just right. And once it's there, you can pipe it up or just smear it on. I'm using a big round piping tip.
Okay.
And we're just going to pipe it onto the edge. Look how delicious that looks already.
Ooh,
and then
I love it.
That is a whoopie pie. And if you wanted to go extra Baileys, like if you love that flavor and it's St. Patrick's Day, you could make a really simple drizzle with powdered sugar, some Baileys, or even Jameson if you want to go for it, and then just drizzle that over, and it really gives you a lot of the flavor.
Oh, that sounds amazing. What a great recipe. And you have so many more. I'm going to take a bite here, but where can people find you on your social media?
You can find me on @PreppyKitchen on Instagram and Preppy Kitchen on YouTube and all the rest as well, even TikTok.
This is so good. Delicious. Thank you so much, John. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's been great learning from you. And we have this recipe on SALive.com. Just click the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Well, it's one of the most common cancers and the leading cause of cancer-related death in both men and women in the U.S., and that is lung cancer. Better screening is crucial to improve survival rates. And joining us now with what you need to know is Monica Tapia, lung cancer nurse navigator for Methodist Hospital. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
Doing well. All right, let's talk about this leading cause of cancer-related death and talk about who is at risk for lung cancer.
Yeah, so definitely individuals with a smoking history are most at risk for lung cancer. Cigarette smoking is the leading risk factor for lung cancer. And in the United States, actually about 80 to 90% of all lung cancer-related deaths are directly linked back to cigarette smoking. So an individual with a smoking history is at risk. Anyone with exposure to secondhand smoke or other environmental exposures are also at risk, as well as individuals with a prior history or family history of lung cancer.
All right, so individuals with prior history and of course family history of lung cancer at risk. Let's talk about why screening is so important.
Yeah, so screening is definitely important for early detection. The sooner we're able to identify and diagnose the lung cancer in our patients, the better survival rates and patient outcomes. For those who are diagnosed in an early stage, we can devise a plan of care for them and offer them, potentially curative treatment recommendations.
So there are new guidelines now for the annual screening rates. What are those?
So the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, recently announced a national coverage determination that expanded lung cancer screening guidelines. Previously, the recommended starting age for screening was 55 years old. That's now been reduced to 50 years old. And individuals previously with a 30-pack year smoking history, that's now been reduced to a 20-pack year smoking history. So anyone between the ages of 50 and 77 with at least a 20-pack year smoking history, asymptomatic, who is a current smoker who has quit smoking in the last 15 years, is a potential candidate for lung cancer screening. So that really is something new to us, that they've lowered that screening age. That's something that an individual and someone with a smoking history who thinks, they're a casual smoker, social smoker, now with that 20-pack year screening guideline, they may be a candidate for lung cancer screening. So on our website, we've got a health risk assessment where an individual can go on, enter their information, their smoking history, their exposure history, and at the end of the assessment, it will let them know if they're a candidate for screening. We also have nurse navigators on staff for individuals who may have a lung nodule or a diagnosed lung cancer. And so we as the navigators definitely help the patients and their family communicate with the multidisciplinary care team, as well as just advocate and educate them throughout their journey and the care continuum.
All right, Monica, thank you so much for all that information. All you have to do is scan the QR code to take a free lung cancer risk assessment. And for more information on the Methodist Heart and Lung Institute Lung Center, just call 210-575-LUNG. That's 210-575-5864, or visit the website sahealth.com/lung cancer. Tomorrow on SA Live, it's St. Patrick's Day, and to get into the spirit of the day, we learn traditional Irish dances from a local competitive dance company.
Plus, we crack open a bottle of Irish whiskey and make a few St. Paddy's Day cocktails, slánja or cheers. All of that and more tomorrow at 1 p.m. on SA Live.
All right, earlier we asked you, would you rather make daylight saving time permanent, keep the time change the way it is, or, keep standard time, right?
Standard time.
Mm-hmm. And Leslie says, we had daylight saving time for a year in the early 70s, but as a teacher, it was hard for the kids to be at bus stops in the dark. I can see both sides, but love daylight in the evening.
Yeah, it only lasted for about a year. Standard time, yes, Crystal. You're on my island.
Okay, Vasquez says, keep the time change.
Interesting. Okay, daylight saving time. It's nice to have longer light. Love my sunshine, Lisa.
Veronica says, standard time. This way I don't have to mess with changing the clocks that don't change automatically. Yes. Yeah.
And
always
like I
a pain.
said before, as my mom always says, standard time is God's time.
Okay, more wisdom from Mike's mom tomorrow.
Okay.